All right, so welcome to your first day of review. How our review goes is going to be pretty low key. It's kind of based on what you need, what I think you need, and kind of going over some big picture stuff, kind of tying some things together. Now, a friendly reminder, this Saturday you have your mock exam at 8 a.m. So every single person needs to bring a pencil and a pen. You will do your multiple choice in pencil. Not because I particularly care, because I don't use a machine to score them, but AP requires it, and I want to get you focused on what AP cares about. Pen, you need to write your FRQs and your essays in pen. For the fact is that, A, it makes it so much easier to grade on me, because there's a lot of grading coming this weekend. Shoot me in the face. And it is also required by AP, so you need to have a pencil and a pen. Now, the exam is going to promptly start at 8 a.m. If you are late, I'm still going to give you the exam. You just have the cutoff of everyone else. I'm not making a special time for you. Yes? So, if I was planning to get there, I would get there, plan for 7:50, so worst case, I get there at like 8 o'clock promptly. Does that make sense? Because by the time we actually officially start, it's going to be like 8:10. That doesn't even show up at 8:10. That means you need to get all of your, you are writing two things right off the cuff. You are doing your multiple choice first, then you're doing your short answer questions, and then you need white line pieces of paper, correct? So you are going to pick up those things before we start the test, so that's why it's going to take about 10 minutes to do it. Yes? So the faster we start, the better everything is. I'm going to start giving directions at 8 o'clock promptly. The fastest I've ever done it with 215 people in the room is I've done it in 7 minutes where I've started. So that's my goal. I'm going to do less because I have less people here this year. Because last year I did it, the last 4 years I did it with Toledo. So with that being said, you need to be in the cafeteria at 7:50. The only entrance into the cafeteria and into school that day is by the POS store and by the cafeteria. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to have a big sign on the door that says mock exam entrance here. So it'll make it easier for you to see. I'm going to prop open the door for you to make it easy. You need to enter that way and you will exit that way. You're not going through the school. You are not going anywhere else. There's bathrooms in the cafeteria that you will be using, but that's about it. Is everyone clear on that? What?
When you finish your review, so everyone has no question.
Let me get through all that here in 2 seconds. I'll explain everything. So after the exam, once you do finish, a lot of you are going to go get brunch and hang out. Fine, cool. That's what I would do. I'm going to go home and start grading. But you need to take your cars with you because I'm locking that gate when I'm done. And I will be done about 30 minutes after the last kid leaves. So if you go to brunch and you leave your car behind to come get it so you don't have to drive there by yourself, I'm locking you in. So I'm letting you know now, so please make sure whenever you do leave, you take your cars. Everyone clear on that. Now you're going to be in the cafeteria. The cafeteria is cold. That's if they turn the air on. So I would wear like a t-shirt and bring a sweatshirt because sometimes they will turn on the air for me, which means it's going to be like the Arctic in there, or it's going to be hot as hell because they forgot to turn the air on for me. So it's really 50-50 swing. I've seen it both ways. So please make sure you dress appropriately because it could be freezing in there. Now, how's it going to go? You're going to come in. As soon as 8 o'clock starts, I'm going to start giving directions. AP Psych here, AP World there. You're going to grab your supplies, and you're going to sit down, and we're going to start the test. You have 55 minutes to answer 55 stimulus-based questions. You will take those questions, and then once time ends, if you finish early on that, you just sit there and wait. Once time ends, then you immediately go into your short answer questions. And everything will be right in front of you. There's no getting up. There's no moving. As soon as time ends, I call it. Then we start the short answer questions. And I will have paper on the wall while I'll be keeping track of your time so you know exactly when the end is coming, all that stuff. Is everyone clear on that? And you will have 50 minutes to do your 30 your 3. You will have 40 minutes to answer 3 short answer questions. Is everyone clear on that? I'll have everything up and very clear. Once you finish that, once time is called, then everyone is taking a 10-minute break. You're going to turn in all of your multiple choice and your short answer questions. You're then going to go take a 10-minute break outside. While you're doing that, AP Psych is still going. AP Psych has over an hour and 10 minutes of multiple choice. So they're still going. Oh, don't worry. They'll be fine. And you're going to go take a 10-minute break. Then I'm going to come get you, and then you're going to come in. You're going to pick up your LEQ and your DBQ. And then you will sit down, and then you have 2 hours and 10 minutes. Now, as soon as you finish your LEQ and your DBQ, you're more than welcome to leave. I don't want to see you. There's no point in you just hanging out. You know what I mean? So as soon as you finish the LEQ, DBQ, you can totally go. As soon as you finish, you're done. So this is going to take you to about 12:15, 12:30 at the absolute latest. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to start us on time. I'm going to try to get us as close to 8 o'clock as possible because I have a ton of grading I got to get to, and B, let's be honest, no one wants to be there, right? So we're going to start quickly. We're going to start on time, and we're going to move really fast. Yes, sir. Oh, no. They're going to be done. They're all going to leave, and you will be writing. You will have another, 2 hours by the time they finish. It will be really heartbreaking to watch them all get up and leave. It will be. But you'll be better for it. Just know that you're tougher than they are. And you can listen to my video, and I will let them know that their Barron's book is like a third of your size. With quizzes in there, so they've wasted pages they don't have to annotate. And I warned them, I was like, if you're even thinking about coming at me to complain about your workload, I will literally destroy you. And all my sophomores will happily be throwing insults at you as well because they're way tougher than you are. So don't come at me with weakness. My AP World kids are crushing it. Struggling at the moment, but crushing it. So they're leaving. You're going to watch them walk out. I'm so sorry. It's going to happen now. Abby. DBQ and LEQ. You get 2 hours and 10 minutes for both. I have to look at it. I mean, it's in a box. So, I'm pretty sure. I can look at it. Do you want me to look at it? Okay, it's in there.
Do we get 4 SAPs and things like that?
What do you got? The one, it's behind the cafeteria. The field. Yeah, the football field, whatever. You'll see my bright red Mini Cooper sitting right outside the door. So just find the Mini Cooper, and that's the door you're going to go in. You can park wherever you want on campus as long as you're not, in the way. It's totally fine. So make sure you're there early. Make sure you're ready to go. As soon as you're done with your LEQ and your DBQ, it's on you. You can head out. It's on you. So make sure you bring a pencil and a blue or black pen. Keep in mind, it's Saturdays. This whole week is really stressful for me because I'm doing mock exams after school, and then I have, obviously, the big show on Saturday. Keep in mind, I'm not going to have a ton of kindness for you showing up late. Actually, zero kindness. I'm actually not going to have that much kindness or zero kindness for you not being prepared for the exams. All you have to bring is a pencil and a pen. I'm bringing all the essays. I'm bringing all the paper. I'm bringing everything. All you have to do is bring 2 things, and I bring a sweatshirt because it could get cold, or it could be hot as hell. Who knows? The fun of it all. All right, is everyone clear? Everyone understands exactly what's happening on Saturday. It's not supposed to be a trick. I would be there at 7:50. I'm personally going to be here at 7:15 just to make sure I'm set and I'm ready to go. I don't want to spend time with you. So don't get here until about 7:45 or later. Is that fair? Because I have plenty of things to do and I don't want to babysit. And I don't want to hang out with you. Just make that clear. But it's important, and that's why we do this Saturday school. All right. Let's see how much you did this weekend. To the boards. Let's see what you got. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first city? All right. We had a nice little review of this during our Do Now. What is it? Callie? Sumner, on your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name, what part of Africa had the first humans? This is like the first line of your book, people. What? Alright, where, Elizabeth? East Africa. On your whiteboard, please tell me, who is responsible for spreading Metallurgian language around Africa. Is it nice kind of seeing this stuff again? Kind of? Alright. What do we got, Sarah? There we go. Bantu, on your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the first civilization to mass produce farming, as well as have the first writing system? Good. What is it, Jinghao? Mesopotamia. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first writing system? Good. What is it, Colton? Uniform. Perfect. On your whiteboard, please tell me, the Mesopotamians left us only one piece of architecture. What is the name of those architecture pieces? Stupid ISIS has been destroying. Carlota. Ziggurats. On your whiteboard, what makes the Mesopotamian, what are the name of the two rivers surrounding Mesopotamia? Let's do all of that. Some of us are really struggling on this. It's not good. It should be pretty easy questions. Adi. Tigris and Euphrates. Please tell me, what makes the Tigris and Euphrates unique? This is also why they only have one type of architecture. Good. Good. What about it? What about it, Dylan? Unpredictable flooding, absolutely. Okay, on your whiteboard, please tell me, what river has the worst unpredictable flooding? What river is it, Abby? The Yellow River, also known as what, Payan? Huanghe. On your whiteboard, what is the nickname for the Yellow River? That one doesn't score, because it's not a name of a river. What is it? Cade. China Sorrow. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first dynasty of China? However, it's pretty mythical. We don't actually think it existed. What do we got? Walker. Here you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of one of the first civilizations in the Mediterranean who are known for their alphabet? They are known to be sailors, which is why Mediterranean basin. What are you, Hitler thinking Aryans are in Europe? Good. Who are they, Gunner? The Phoenicians. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the most consistent river in the world? What is it, Cal? The Nile. Because the Nile River is so consistent, what does the Egyptians have? In massive, I don't want exactly, like, what do they have, Gunner? Infrastructure. Who can explain the relation between the flooding of a river and infrastructure? What is the relationship there? What is the dynamic there? Tristan.
Since there's very little flooding and it's very predictable, they're able to build in like in China. Since there's so much flooding, their buildings are constantly destroyed.
Okay, so what does that mean they spend their time doing?
They spend the time constantly building.
The same damn things over and over again, right? If you don't have a home, what's the only thing you care about? Your home is rebuilding your home. The Egyptians have a very strong pattern. They know exactly when it's going to flood twice a year. It happens in the same week every single year. Because of that, they can focus on other things like the pyramids, like all these other components. So please keep that in mind. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of one of the Egyptian gods? This would be part of your outside information here, people. Good. All right, give me one, Melu. Amun-Re. Give me another one. Colton. Anubis. Give me another one. Cade. Ra. On your whiteboard, please tell me, in the Egyptian polytheistic religion, who is a demigod? Give me the right Name of their leader. Who is a demigod? Good. Who is it, Patrick? Pharaoh. What does it mean to be a demigod? Who can raise their hand and tell me what does it mean? What do you got, Colton? Half human, half God, which means that you were born as a human, but when you die, you transcend. And during your life, the more power you gain throughout your life, as the more you come to power, you ascend into godlike status. What other? Give me one other place in the world during period 1 that your ruler is a demigod. See, we're connecting our countries. We're connecting all this content here. What is it, Abby? China. And what do we call the rulers in China, Abby? What's their... No, we don't call them demigods. What are they? What's the name of the rulers in China, Raina? Emperors. Oh, yeah. On your whiteboard, please tell me, where does bronze first show up? Good. Where does it first show up, Zach? Shang, China. It is kept in secret. However, who is going to push it westward? Who is going to push it westward? Who is it? Munson. The Zhao. On your whiteboard, what next dynasty or empire is going to pick it up from the Zhao? So if it's going westward, it goes from China to the Middle East, right? That makes sense logically. So what is your first empire in the Middle East that's going to pick it up? They haven't technically arrived yet. Good. Who is it? Dylan. The Assyrians are going to be the first ones to pick it up. Once they get it, it spreads very, very quickly. The Egyptians are going to pick it up from there. What is it called when you only trade within your region? Good. Good. What is it, Carlota? There you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me what the Zhao are going to spread bronze, but they have a larger impact in China. What is their biggest impact in China that will be used centuries after centuries after centuries and justify how China is run? Good. Come on, come on, come on. What is it, Elizabeth? The mandate of heaven. Who can raise their hand and explain to me what the mandate of heaven is? What do you got, Munson?
It's basically when someone, a dynasty rises to power, because a god would say that it was time for one dynasty to end.
Okay.
Dynasty rise.
Okay, so what happens when it starts, if you start losing the god's favor, what starts happening, Raina? Or the people start revolting, correct? They start revolting and then they select a new leader and that new leader then comes up. Why would they create something like the mandate of heaven? Why? What's it there to do? Munson?
So that keep the peace. So that way it's like, you know why those people are involved.
It's to show what, Kate?
Justifies their rule.
It justifies the rise and the fall, because look at all the dynasties we have back there. It would look like chaos. Would you agree? That there's so many dynasties rising and falling. Some of them are really short. Some of them last a very long time. It's there to show that China's not in chaos. The gods have this plan. When you put the things in God's hands, you're looking at a bigger picture. Like everything's cared for, correct? That's why religion is such a big thing. Okay? That people want to feel like someone's looking out for them. All right, here we go. On your whiteboard, please tell me who are the first people in South Asia? Who are the first people in South Asia? They're known as warriors. We're going to have later generations come in and write about them. Nope. So far, no one's got it. Nope. Ah, yes, I got one. Okay, that's not a bad answer, Tristan, but that wasn't the one I was looking for. What is it, Karishma? The hairpins. All right, they are the first one. They are the warriors. Who writes about the hairpins and all of their achievements? And they lay the foundation for what will become Hinduism. Come on, guys. Come on. Who is it? Daniel. Aryans are going to come out of that. Okay? The Aryans are going to create a social structure system that is one of the most regimented in the whole world. What is this system that isn't going to be disbanded until the 1970s and still technically exists? Good. What is it? Caroline? Caste system. On your whiteboard, please tell me who is the top tier of the caste system. Good. Who is it? Callie. The Brahmins. Tell me, who's the next tier? It goes Brahmins, then what? Gunnar, you're supposed to be looking at your own board there, boss. Good. Who are they? Adi. Sure. The K1, also known as what? Warriors. All right. Who's next? If you don't know the answer, you better be flipping through something. You better be finding something. I told you needed to know this, and it's coming back. Good. Who is the next here? Jang Hao. The V1. And who? What is their little nickname? What would be their? The what? Merchants. Okay, then who's the next here? Good. Who are they, Zach? Sure. And what are they? Yes. And then you have your fifth tier. Who is my fifth tier? Good. Good. Walker, who are they? Untouchables. What makes an untouchable an untouchable? What do you got? There you go. They did something truly terrible, and that's why they're at the bottom of the tier. Now, they believe that when they die, they come back, and if they led a good life, they'll increase their position. What is it called when you die and you come back? No. What is it called? No. Good. What is it? What is it? Jang Hao? Reincarnation. What is it called when you become a Brahmin, and after you do awesome as a Brahmin, you then leave the system? What do you reach when you leave this reincarnation system? This is heaven. What is it, Carlota? Nirvana. On your whiteboard, please tell me, inside the caste system, they have sub-castes. So inside the Brahmin caste, they have about 8 tiers inside of it. What is it called, all of these sub-castes? What are they, Peyton? Jati. How does it feel? Are you feeling pretty good, like we've learned something maybe this year? Feels weird. Is it coming back? Kind of. Well, if it isn't coming back, you should be jotting a couple things down. Does that make sense? Okay, because today I'm trying to feel out how much you actually know. Okay, and then tomorrow I'm doing religions. I think we could all use a nice little recap on our religions. Can we agree? So I want to see how much of period 1 we know, because it's only 5% of your exam. This is really my review of period 1. I hope you're enjoying it. Because it's 5%, I need to focus on period 2, which is a lot more weight to it. I think you can agree on that, yes? Okay, so on your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the gentleman who wrote the first standard law code? Good. Who is it, Gunnar? Hammurabi. Who can raise their hand and tell me, what is a standardized law code? What does that mean? You can raise your hand. You don't have to write it out. Raise your hand. What is standardized law code? Walker.
The laws apply to everyone and the consequences apply to everyone the same way.
Okay, well, you got to catch your tongue on that a little bit. Standardized law code means that everyone has the same consequences, but what is unique about Hammurabi's code? Think back to it. We did it. It's one of your primary sources. How is Hammurabi's code broken up? Because it's not a flat punishment, which you're right on standardized code, but it's different for this. What is it, Patrick? They divided by social class. So if I am a wealthy person, my consequences are straight across the board. It's very clear for everyone in a wealthy class, correct? However, if I'm poor, do I have the same consequences as a wealthy person? Hello? No. It's standardized as in based on my social class, I have the same punishments of other people in my social class. So please keep that in mind. It's the same standardized law code, but it is based on social class, not just all people are considered equal. Because that's not going to happen until the Enlightenment, friends. And the Enlightenment, raise your hand, what period is the Enlightenment in? I have a lot of people not even voting. Everyone put their hands up. Tell me what period it's in. The answer is what is period 5's nickname? You can raise your hand and tell me what period 5 nickname is. Jamal. Industrial Revolution is going to be happening, but it's also known as a what? Who can, on your whiteboard, write down the date ranges of period 5? How about we go through 1 through 6? Write down period 1, and hopefully that'll back you into it. Tell me all 6 periods and their dates. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. This isn't good. You do know this is how your test is broken down, right? That if you write out of time period, then you're completely wrong. No? Callie's getting, she's cheating. I see you. Smart girl. Smart girl. Well, that's 4. I want all 6 now. Just squeeze them in. I want them all 6. What is 1,000? What? I want all 6. Give me period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. No. You're 4, 5, and 6 are doing wrong. Hold on. Because that makes sense. I guess. I don't know. It stresses me out. I don't know why you wouldn't write them. People are awesome. I love it. Okay, here, let's start the heartache, please. Let's stop it. This is breaking my heart. I would write this down and put it in a place of prominence, friends. And the reason why I say that, my darlings, is because I cannot stress enough. If they ask you for day range 600 BCE to 600 CE, what period is it? 2. So if you start talking about feudalism, does it score? No! No! What period is feudalism? 3. If you don't know your day ranges, you're completely screwed. If you write the most beautiful DBQ on period 5 and they're asking you on 4, you just lost 60% of your score. It's kind of a thing. We've been talking about it throughout the course of the year. It's cool. Write this down and write it nice and clear somewhere. Okay, so period 1. 10,000 BCE to 600 BCE. Period 2 is 600 BCE to 600 CE. Period 3 is 600 to, where does it go to? 1450. 4 is 1450 to what? 1750. Why would it cut off at 1450? Why do we cut off period 3 at 1450? What is the logical reason? So when you're sitting there and you're like, God, what the hell is the range? You can sit there and be like, that's why. Why, Abby? Yes, we don't want to include the Americas when we're dealing with, look at that nice Barron's book. It's nice and thin. Yes. Nice and thin.
Elizabeth and Sarah.
Okay.
Which one are you?
Alright, so 1450. Why does it end at 1450? I mean 1750. So we don't want to include the discovery of America. What year is the discovery of America? No, that's the creation. What's the discovery of America? 1492. We want to exclude that. That's why we don't have it. Okay? 1450, not 1470, sorry. I got distracted with Sydney coming in. 1450 to 1750. Why do we cut it off at 1750, Abby? They exclude the revolutions because we don't want to deal with it yet. And what year does the revolution start, Abby? God, guys, you need to know this because you're Americans here. What year does the revolution start? 76, 1770. You need to know that for like life, people, like quality life. All right. So 1750 to what? 1900. Sometimes they'll include 19 to 1913. Why would they cut it off at 1913? Before World War I. However, most people stop it at 1900, and then period 6 is 1900 to present. Okay? It makes sense, don't you think? Yes, my brother.
Why is it 1450 if you're excluding
Oh, because we cut it off here because period 4 is our age of discovery.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to start having in 1463 or something, we have our age of exploration is really going to kick off. Okay, so that's why we cut it off here, just to have it kind of clean. Does that make sense? Even though we have some things that kind of mix in, obviously history didn't say, oh, we're going to stop this now. All right. Please make sure you have that down somewhere that you can look at and reflect, because this weekend when you write and it's out of date, I'm going to score you a 0 and I'm going to say, I'm so sorry, but it's out of time. So, on your whiteboard, please tell me what is the government structure of Paleolithic times? What is the government structure of Paleolithic times? Good, I got one. Can you throw your marker away when you're done, Jamal? It's not on you. No, there's no monarchy. No. What are they? I was looking for what, Sarah? Clan-based. I'll also happily accept what, Callie? Kinship-based. On your whiteboard, please tell me. What sex is the most dominant during Paleolithic times? What sex is most dominant during Paleolithic times? This is our heyday. Who are we, Ryan? The females! Yes! Who can raise their hand and tell me why females? This was our heyday. We had like 2 days of this content, and then we were, patriarchy rises, Why? Patrick? There you go. Why was it so rare, Patrick?
It wasn't as safe and a lot of times.
It's still not that safe, but why couldn't? What was the biggest problem that makes it dangerous? Guys, what do you need to have in order to give birth? You need food, yes. If you lose too much weight, ladies, you won't have a period. If you don't have a period, you cannot give birth, okay? It's food. Food is the biggest thing. So if there's not enough food, you cannot have children. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name, when we kick the Jews out of the kingdom of Judah, then they go to the kingdom of Israel, what is that called when we kick them from their homelands? What is it? Reina. Diaspora. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the first civilizations in South Asia? They are known as warriors. They will later be written about by a second civilization who will make them into heroes. Who is the first people there? Still wrong answers. This is a repeat question, friends. Who are they? Daniel.
The pancakes.
Hairpins, yes. Okay. On your whiteboard, please tell me, once the Zhao collapsed, we have what time period of tumultuous fighting, lots and lots of conflict. So once the Zhao collapsed, it's like 30 years of complete chaos. What is it, Elizabeth? The Warring States. On your whiteboard. See ya. That was period 1 review. I gotta focus on period 2 because it's 15%. I hope you understand. I hope you're good. Yes? Alright, have a great day, guys. You need to be working on your Barron's book. That is really your only homework except study for your quizzes. And that's to help you keep your grades high when you have your tests, because your tests are going to be harder. So, that's it. Yes, my